Hello everyone, welcome back. This is your friend HG, and in this video we are going to complete our news app that we were creating previously. Okay, so till now we have added this trending news part and these categories. So in this video we'll add the links to the articles of these news, create different screens for them and add the news there as well. Okay, so before we proceed we have to install a package, React Native Web View. This is the package which allows us to open the news inside our open an external URL inside our app only without going to the default browser of the mobile. Okay, so we just copy this import and we are going to close our Metro server and paste it here. This will install this package inside our project. Okay, once this is done, we are going to recompile a project again so that this dependency is completely linked. So this is installed. Let's just start our Metro server again and recompile the project. Okay, so our project is compiled successfully, and now for this, in order for this to work, we are going to create a separate component for that. Okay, it will be web view. Okay, so let's just create a component named web view component. We can't name it web view. Why? Because the package that we are using, it also has the same name, so it will give us an error if we are going to use the same name. So we are going to use this one and we'll be importing web view from here. Okay, web view. Now here we don't need anything, we just want to return this web view. Okay, we'll be passing the URL in some time. Okay, yeah, so but for now let's just do this part. Okay, this is done, save this, and now we are going to create a different screen here for each of this part. Okay, each of these categories we are going to create another screen. It will be getnews.js, and let's create a class named getnews. So okay, now what we want to do here, we'll just display a simple view, and here we'll display a text so that we can guarantee that we are in the correct category. So this dot props dot route dot params dot, whenever we are going to call this screen, we'll be passing the category. Okay, so if we want to call that, we have to create it here. So let's create a stack.screen named as get news, and the component will be get news component. Get news. Okay, it's not being imported. I'll import it, no issue. We'll import it here. Import get news from src slash screens slash get news. Okay, yeah, so from where are we going to call this? We are going to call this inside the categories. Okay, the categories we are going to pass this one. Okay, so let's just go to the category screen. Here we are, and here above this view we are going to use another tag, touchable opacity. Okay, yes, what it allows to make the any of the component as clickable. Yes, and with that we are going to pass this key in the touchable because we need it in the parent. Here we receive a prop, sorry, yeah, on press prop. What this dot props dot navigation dot navigate to where? To get news. Okay, and along with that you need to pass the category. We are receiving this category, we are simply going to pass it here. Okay, but right now there is an issue in this. We have used this dot props dot navigation, but this screen doesn't have any prop named navigation. This prop is only present in the screens which we have created inside our stack.navigator. Okay, so if we see, we have this trending news here, and from this screen we are calling this categories. So if we pass that prop here, we'll get it inside the categories. So we are going to pass this navigation prop here. Okay, this dot props dot navigation. Okay, trending screen has this prop, so we'll pass this to the categories from here. We pass this, saved this one, and we saved this one. Now what it will do, it will call this get news on click and pass the category as well. Okay, so let's click on entertainment. Okay, so we got the error. Okay, we misspelled navigate. It's navigate, yeah. Okay, so let's just click on it and we got the screen. Okay, so entertainment written on it. If we click on business, we'll go to the same screen, but business is written here. But what we want to this name to be updated. So how we are going to update this? Let's just wait. Let's go to this category, not this category screen. Go to this get new screen, and here we are going to create componented mount. Okay, and inside this componented mount, what we want to do, we'll do this dot props dot navigation dot set option. Navigation dot set options. Okay, yes, and inside this set option we are going to set the title as the one we are receiving. What we are receiving? We are receiving this dot props dot route dot params. Okay, we have sent that category. So if we set this, let's see, we got business in the category, in the title of the page as well. Okay, politics, we got politics here, and if we click on technology, we get technology here. Okay, yes, so this is working. Now let's just create the entire screen for this. Okay, in order to for that to work, we are going to perform the same procedure that we performed in the trending part. We are going to create a state variable here, and we are going to make this same API call as well again. Okay, but with a little bit of twist. What's the twist? Here after this before this country, we are going to pass another parameter as category. Okay, category, and this category will receive the category, that this category, this dot props. Okay, yes, so this is the category. We'll pass it here. So what it will do, it will fetch the news based on this category that we are in. Okay, and then if we get the response, we are going to set that to the news. Okay, yes, and yeah, so let's just save it. And if we, let's go to entertainment. Okay, it threw an error. Config is not defined. Okay, we forgot to import that config, this part. Yeah, so we are using the config because we are using the API key here. So we need that. We are using the API key. Yes. So let's just navigate to entertainment. We got the screen, and I guess in the componented mount, we are calling this. So it will be working fine. In order to test this, what we are going to do? Again, we are going to work in the same way like we did previously. Okay. So firstly, we need to check this. If the length of the variable is empty or not. So this dot state dot news dot length, if it's 0, then we are going to display an activity indicator. Otherwise we are going to display something. We'll see what we are going to display. In the activity indicator, we'll be using size as large and color as black. And if this works fine, then here we are going to display the entire news. So we'll be displaying the scroll view here, and this time the scroll view will be vertical. Okay, here we are going to map. So this dot state dot news dot map, and here we'll get the news and the index similarly as we did there. Okay, yeah. So now what we need to do, we need to map this here. So we are going to create a view for that. Okay, styling part. Yes, so this is the view, and here we need the key as index. Yeah, so now firstly what we need to do, we need to import the image. Have we imported it? Let's see. No, it's not being imported. So let's import the image form tag. Okay, yeah. So where are we? Here. Okay, so again we are going to pass this source. It will contain the URI, and we are going to pass news dot URL to image, and the styling. Yes, so okay, not here. Style will be height and width. Height will be 100, width will be 100, and then we can give the border radius as 10. Okay, so once we are getting the loader, once that is done, we are getting all the news. Okay, this is scrollable, all the images we are getting. Okay, so see, we are getting this gap here and this gap here. Why so? Because some of the common news, they don't have the image. Okay, so what we can do here, we can just add a check for that as well. So after this we can do, let's just cut this part for now. Okay, here we are going to add a check, this dot not this, news dot url to image. If this exists, then do this, otherwise nothing. Okay, so now we'll only get those news which have images attached to them. See, so now all the news will be having images to them. Okay, yeah, so we can do the styling as well. Now after this we want to add the text, the title. So for this we'll be displaying news dot title, and we are getting the title, but it is below the image. We don't want that. What we want is, we want this to be in a similar row, in a single row. So for that we can create a view here above this mapping part. Okay, and below this scroll view. So in this view we'll be making it display as flex. Okay, or we don't need that. News dot what we are using, we have this view. Okay, so we can directly work on this. We'll make display as flex, and the flex direction will be row. Yeah, so now news and image will be aligned side by side. See, okay, but first thing, we are the news, this title is being cut, and we are seeing this horizontal bar on the right. So we can remove that, we saw. So but this time we are going to use show vertical indicator as false. Yes, I misspelled false. And then okay, let's just style it a little bit. In this view we are going to give a background color as white, and border radius as 10, and let's give it a elevation of, yeah, yes. So now one thing that we are going to do is, we are going to use dimensions. Okay, I'll just tell you what are these. Okay, so what we did, we just wrote this line, dimensions dot get window height. What it will do, it will give us the height of the device, and this will give the height width of the device, and we are storing it in two variables. Okay, so this is for what we use this dimensions. Now what we are going to use, we'll just style this activator indicator a bit. Okay, we'll give the height as complete device height, and the width as device width, and then we are going to align align items to the center and justify content center. What it will do, it will make the loader appear in the center of the screen. See, now loader is appearing in the center of the screen. Okay, first part was this. Now secondly, we'll style this. We are going to reduce the width of this view. Okay, we'll make it device width minus 40, or yeah, let's keep 30. Okay, yes, no, not this width. Okay, so yeah, this is it. Now what we can do, we need to keep this centrally aligned. Okay, so for that we are going to use this. Here we are going to use align items as center. Okay, so it will align the items horizontally central. Okay, yeah, it aligned them centrally. Now what we are seeing, we see that this text part is being cut. Why so? Because we haven't specified height and width to this. So let's just give the height and width. See what we are doing, we have reduced 30 here and 100 as the width of this. So what we want here, we'll give device width minus 130. Okay, you got it, why we gave 130 here. What is this? This is the, why we got this, because 100 for here and 30 for here. Okay, yes. So now, and let's give a padding as well, padding from left as 10 and padding from top as 5. Okay, so now the text should look fine. Yeah, it is looking fine. Here we can give a margin in the vertical direction. So let's give it 10, or let's just reduce it a bit. Yeah. Okay, so now we are getting this perfectly fine. Okay, this is the news component, and if we go to another part, then we'll see that as well. Okay, if we go to business, we'll see the news. Got it? And see, yes. Okay, yeah. Now what we want to do, we want to make these components as clickable. So in order to do that, we are going to pass a touch, not touch action, touchable opacity here. Okay, and inside this touchable opacity we are going to call okay, yes. And one thing we want to do is we want to keep this index to this, because now this is the parent, so the index will be here. On press this dot props dot route, no, navigation dot navigate to the web view that we just created. Yeah, we are going to go to this web view, and to go there we are going to pass the URL as well. Okay, URL will be this news.url. It also gives us a URL parameter. What it does, it has the it is the link to the complete news. Okay, we'll get an error if we click on this. See, because we haven't created this web view component. See, you got the error. Action navigate with payload, this is not defined. Why? There are okay, because we haven't defined it. So let's just go here and define this get news. Sorry, not that web view screen. Okay, so the name will be web view and the component will be web view component. Okay, so it's not being auto imported, so we'll import it. Import this from where it is, it's inside the components. Okay, so now it's refreshing, and now if we click on any of the news, can't find variable component where, I guess it's inside the web view, I guess. Yeah, it's inside the web view. Okay, so let's import React and component from React. Okay, now here inside this web view we need to provide it the source. Okay, what will be the source? Source will be a URI which we are getting. How we are getting? In the props we are getting it as URL. Okay, so it will display this URL. Let's click on this news and let's see. So the web view component open and the news is here, but we are seeing this title bar as well. We don't need that. In order to remove this, we are going to go here, and here we are going to pass the options. The options will be header shown as false. Now it will remove the header. Top header will be removed. It's gone. We can go back and we can click on any other news and it will be displayed perfectly fine like the previous one. Okay, so let's just click on this and we got the news here. Okay, yes, so this is the entire news part. We can click on any other part and see the news. Now we are in the technology. It will display the news, technical news, and if we click on any of the news, that entire section will be visible to us. Okay, so yes, so this is being opened here. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to add a similar section here. Okay, and one thing we forgot, these are not clickable right now. In order to do that, now we know how we can do that. So the trending news, this is the scroll view and this is the view. We'll go here and add a touchable opacity. See, yeah, this touchable opacity will direct us there only to the web view. Okay, so let's just remove this key from here, cut it and paste it here, and on press what we want this dot props dot navigation dot navigate to web view and pass the URL. So the URL will be news.url. Okay, but it will give us an error. Same thing, we don't have this navigation in the trending part, so we are going to paste it here. Okay, so this, we'll pass it here. Okay, yeah, and we don't want this, so let's just remove it and save the save again. So now if we click on any of the news, okay, so it's not being, oh, we didn't saved it. Let's save it. And now if we click on any of the news, it should be visible. Yeah, it's opened. Okay, yeah, this is the news. Okay, now we can use the where it's in the trending. Okay, so from the trending part only we are going to copy some things. We'll copy this part and paste it in the home screen because it's similar. Okay, it's just that, okay, yeah, the top headlines only, and for that as well we are going to, we'll need this view, this entire view we are going to copy, and we'll paste it here. Yes, and we are going to make the imports as well, so we'll need config and this import as well. Okay, so let's just take it and paste this here. Okay, got it. Let's just save the file, and here we are getting the loader. First one is for the this and second one is for this. Okay, let's just see. Okay, oh, we copied the wrong part, I guess. Yes, so no, we don't need this, we just copied the wrong part. So we are going to go to get news. Yeah, this is the correct one. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, so we'll copy this one, this component did mount, and we are going to paste it here. Then we need this device height and device width and the imports. Yeah, yes, so this, because we are using them in the activity indicator. Yeah, okay, and we are going to make this import. Okay, so this is the import, and in the get, from the get news we can copy the entire styling, the below one. Yeah, this part. Okay, and let's just paste it here after this trending news. Paste it and save the file. We got an error, I guess we forgot it on import undefined object category. Where okay, yes, this one is, we don't need this. On the get news we were doing this part, we were setting the title, we don't need it here, so we need to remove that. And now what we are getting, what's the error, let's see. Okay, so this is still undefined. Okay, so we are not passing, we don't need this category here. Okay, yeah, we were using that and that was the error. Yeah, so now it's working perfectly fine. Okay, see. Okay, so we got the news here. Okay, so all the news is being displayed, and this part is also being displayed here. Okay, so if we click on any of these news, it's being displayed. Okay, so this is a news app, this is completed. You can go complete it, and stay tuned to the channel. For any doubts you can contact me on Instagram or Telegram, and the source code of this entire work that we did, it's present on GitHub, link is in the description. Okay, thank you, tata, bye bye.